자, 이번에 할 게임은 데스 스트레이딩 2 온더 비치고요. 자, 저번에 이어서 해보도록 하죠. 저번에 드로브리지인가? 그 동료라고 했나? 멤버들 만났고요. 이어서 해보도록 하죠. 이제 호주 연결해 하더라고요. 가보죠. 가보죠. 저인가? 차고 안 되려는구나. 안 되죠.
Feels good.
일회용 오토바이 누워서 가고. 가보죠. 어디야? 여기? 오!
Your order deck's twitching.
오드라데?
Must be a BT somewhere nearby. Keep an eye on your order deck's movements as you proceed.
좀 가끔 있나? 아, 저기 있다. 아, 나다. 탈출. 나와봐. 어씨, 저거 뭐야? 잠시만요. 아, 무기 없어? 그래야네. 자, 돌아가야 되네. 뛰어. 저기. 에이, 올라가. 뭐해. 뒤쪽에 나무인데. 어디지? 저기 있다. 아이고. 저쪽. 아, 뭐. 저기 있네. 아이고.
Are you injured, Sam?
됐나? 됐나요? 아이고 아이고 일어나 일어나. 끝인가? 끝난다. 나봉. 저 있다. 강이네요. 사다리도 없을 텐데 넣어도 되나? 아니다. 오케이. 버번트 기지. 어허.
Today, Sam. Drawbridge credentials verified. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted.
Access the delivery terminal to process your orders and requests.
이 도착했어요. 이동. 납품.
You're that bloke with drawbridge, aren't you? So you really came, eh? Cut straight through BT territory just to bring us our cargo. That's quite a feat. Been waiting a long time for someone like you to show up. Let's see how well you were able to handle our delivery. Well, the contents look to be mostly fine. So cheers for that.
나봉.
Like everyone says,
대충
you're a man
1.5점.
people can count on. Already put that decontamination unit to good use. The chiralium levels had really gotten out of hand, so you couldn't have come at a better time. Thanks. Anyway, go ahead and connect us with that Cupid or whatever it is.
공변정지이네. 이제 이렇게구나. 꽤 많네요. 할게. 골드 오지. 자, 거원의 기지 연결했고. 뭐지? 무기 데이터, 볼라건, 호박.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
A chiral communications transmission. With this network at our disposal, we might be able to make our dream a reality. We want to build a world where even the weakest among us have a chance. A world where people come together to stand against those who embrace violence. Ever since the Death Stranding, this continent has been afflicted by terrible environmental changes. It was bad enough, but out of nowhere, the anomalies became a hell of a lot more dramatic. Skyrocketing levels of chiral contamination. Those bloody watcher things coming out of the woodwork.
워처?
Didn't realise it at the time, but the escalation of all this insanity coincided with the UCA's connection to the network and the appearance of the plate gate. The chiral network is causing instability beyond the reach of its coverage, which means the only way to fix it is to link up all of Australia. At least, that's what we here believe. To support your efforts, we've shared the data we have about the continent with your people. Information about the brigands and so on. Use it to the best of your ability.
오스트레일리아 상황 어때?
We're not doing any better than the UCA or Mexico, I'm afraid. Only
엉망진창.
difference is the presence of armed belligerents we call brigands, as well as a new type of BT we've been seeing all over lately.
드리건.
The brigands have been trying to bring us to heel and are a right pain in the ass. They've got an irrational enmity for new tech like the chiral network, you see. We've also been seeing major earthquakes all over the continent, as well as devastating floods due to heavy timefall. You can have your work cut out for you while you're down under, that's for sure.
공유해준 데이터?
Take the bowler gun, for example. With our data, we were able to improve and refine the design of the APAC standard issue model. You can charge it now to fire projectiles with a narrower spread. Perfect for taking down hard-to-reach targets with precision. And then, there's backpack customization. We've developed a number of unique attachments that can be equipped to the pack you're currently carrying. Stuff I guarantee will give you an edge in a fight. You might consider bringing this gear with you when you're prepping for your next run. Oh, and last but not least, we've patched through an Odradek update that allows its sensor to pick up living beings and other entities. It's an improvement that builds on the sensor's existing functionality. Anything it detects will be visible to you as a silhouette for a brief time. I'm sure it'll come in handy down the road.
카이로 오염이 심각했었군.
Due to our proximity to a BT area, this shelter was subject to significant chiral contamination. Said area has also been the source of a new type of BT. Unlike the usual sort, these ones are able to see us. Clear as day. As such, we've taken to calling the buggers Watchers. And they're every bit as dangerous as any other PT. You're gonna want to steer clear at all costs.
슬슬 가봐야겠군.
Before I forget, there's a request I wanted to
뭐죠?
send your way. I know you're eager to hit the road and make progress, but I promise you, this is more than worth the trouble. It's a delivery for the lone commander.
아, 다음
who's
장소로
not too
배송.
far from here. He's an old ally who provided us with support for all matters military. He's also a crack shot with a sniper rifle. But after this and that, we went our separate ways. And he retired to a shelter off to the east. Can be a hard man to please, but if we could enlist his help again, I'm sure he'd provide us with all kinds of useful information. Data and schematics that might prove invaluable for your work. Especially if you're the type who likes to fight first and ask questions later. Should help us all combat the brigands a damn sight more effectively in any case. I'll filed this request as a sub-order, so check the terminal if you're interested in taking on extra work.
That was excellent
Charlie.
work, Sam. With the government now part of the chiral network, we've successfully completed the first step in our journey to connect all of Australia. I want to thank you for making this possible. Well done. To extend network coverage as far as West Fort Knott, our next order of business will be to link up the Western Environmental Observatory. The associated order is ready for you. This one may well place you in considerable danger, so be sure to take extra care when selecting your equipment. Access the delivery terminal here to pick up this main order and get underway.
자, 다음 의뢰 수주.
Sub-order is now available for you.
서브 의뢰. 서브군요. 나 신경하지 뭐. 응?
Hello, Sam. This is Charlie. To aid you in your future orders, we prepared porter suits with camo patterns tailor-made for the Australian environment. We've also provided you with a new basic porter suit with customizable colors. Moving forward, I imagine you'll want to adjust your appearance based on the terrain and your personal preferences at the time. Try experimenting with your options.
장비 제작. 볼락은 추가됐고. 또 하나 만들고. 사다리 하나 만들고. 스프레이 하나 만들고. 그레이네이드 하나. 하나? 하나 만들고, 사다리, 툴 행어, 스프레이, 자, 라이프, 그레네이드, 밴드 파우치, 백팩 커스터마이즈. 뭐 추가됐나? 아, 이거 붙여야지 그럼. 레드 파우치, 에비타냐 파우치, 구강 보호기. 이것도 안되죠. 그구나. 외관, 데저트 옐로우, 이넨스 메모리, 동작 감지기, 아직은 안 되네. 화면이 두 개는 안 되나?
This cargo has been designated breakable.
화성 위험. 만약 하나인가 보네. 나봉. 일단 요거를 해야겠죠. 요게 메인 키고, 서브.
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized. Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized. We're all ready for you.
나봉.
Not inclined to take stock of your armaments?
뒤쪽이구나. 자, 먼저 가보죠.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Take care, Sam.
Sam, I can perform reconnaissance for you if you
오,
like.
정찰?
After all, there's no telling what might be waiting for us ahead.
볼맨캠.
My time to shine.
어떤 식으로? 던지는 거야. 잠시타.
All right, I'm coming in. Ouch.
올라가자. 오. 주 잡고. 넣고. 집어다. 또 있어. 자, 쉬고. 큰 놈이네. 이쪽에도 있네. 여기도 있어. 아이고 아이고. 앞에도 있네. 아씨, 또 시작이야. 진짜. 이거 어떻게 하라고. 너무 많잖아. 아, 그렇지 않네.
Sam, your cargo has suffered catastrophic damage. You can't complete the order.
여기 있더라고. 쉽지 않네요.
Hey!
Commencing route. Delivery route finalized. Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized.
Inclined to take stock of your armaments?
또 가야 돼.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Take care, Sam.
Sam, I can perform reconnaissance for you if you like. After all, there's no telling what might be waiting for us ahead.
시작이야.
They're very close now. I will always support you.
올라가. 저쪽인데 좀 더 귀찮아서 그냥 완전 삥 돌아가 있네. 왜 와? 저리 가. 너무 가깝다. 큰일 났네. 자, 고독한 지휘관 한 명. 한 명. 맞다.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected.
이동. 납품.
Wasn't expecting a porter of all people to drop by. Most folks would have had Buckley's chance of making it out this far. Betting it was the government that sent you my way. They've got an eye for talent.
Yes.
Where on earth did you find this? I was sure it was gone for good. Thanks, mate.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
I appreciate what you've done for me, really. But I'm afraid I can't agree to becoming a part of this chiral network of yours. To be frank, I don't trust you drawbridge people yet. There's also no end to the dangers in these parts. And if you haven't got what it takes to face them, you'll die like all the rest. Complete my latest order though, and I might be persuaded to reconsider. If it strikes you as an unreasonable request, you may as well go home now. There's no shame in recognizing when you're out of your depth. You gotta know what you can and can't handle if you want to survive out here. All of which is to say you shouldn't go off half-cocked and throw your life away. Are we clear?
유품 회수. 사다리. 앵커.
My name's Sam.
저쪽이야.
Disengaging weapons restriction.
또 있어. 이제 좀 없애지 좀. 귀찮구만. 저 있다. 얼마? 뭘 안 되는 건가? 가자. 아이고. 어디야? 거의 다 왔는데. 뭐한 거야? 어디야? 아, 저었다.
Looks like you have what was requested. All that remains now is to drop it off.
너무 심하네. 아이씨. 또 시작이다. 시작했어.
Good evening, Sam.
Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Access the delivery terminal.
자, 보고 가자.
Have a go at that. You actually managed to bring it back, did you? I'm genuinely surprised. Let me get a closer look at it. Must have been some hard yakka getting it here looking like it. You are no average port. I suppose I ought to hold up my end of the bargain. Get out your Cupid and finish the job.
연결. 고독한 지휘관. 마치 스나이퍼 라이플. 스모크 그레네이드.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
So this is what it's like being all hooked up and wired in. At any rate, looks like the schematics for my trusty shooter and darling little smoke grenades are in your hands now. The form is a custom design of mine, uses tranquilizer darts. Makes a hell of a bang when fired though, so keep that in mind. Just a shame our paths couldn't have crossed sooner. Maybe this world of ours wouldn't have been so divided, and maybe my mates wouldn't have had to die.
스모크 그레네이드라.
Hey now, don't knock them till you've tried them, alright? Granted,
연막탄.
you can't neutralize an enemy with one, but they are effective at blinding them and giving you cover. Far more than you probably realize. And even if they do open fire, you'll find that their chances of actually hitting you are slim to none. Which means that even if you've alerted them with one of your own shots, you'll have no trouble disengaging and repositioning. Properly utilized, they're a great tool for disrupting enemy attacks and buying you room to regroup. Furthermore, if you happen to have a sensor or something similar on hand, you can use it to track enemies through the smoke. Making things pretty one-sided. It's like shooting fish in a barrel. Or, if you're the kind of bloke who'd rather get up close and personal, you can chuck one at their feet, waltz right up to them unseen, turn a firefight into a fist fight. I assure you, once you've learned how to use these little beauties to their full potential, you'll have a heap of new tactics at your disposal. Experiment, see for yourself.
믿음직스러운 슈터.
My sniper rifle. It's
믿음직스러운.
configured to fire tranquilizing rounds. An ideal choice for those who prefer to get the job done without undue bloodshed. Bit of advice though, make sure you engage your enemies at a healthy distance. It's not a silenced weapon, so fire too close and they'll be all over you before you have time to react. And don't think about taking a shot until you've planned your next move. Any sniper worth their salt stays mobile, constantly securing new vantage points to evade detection. Oh, and always remember to account for bullet drop when shooting at extreme ranges. In a nutshell, you might need to aim at a point a notch or two above your target, depending on the distance. And finally, you want to hold your breath to steady your aim before gently pulling the trigger. Having left that life behind, I've no need for guns any longer, but that doesn't mean they can't be of use to you.
친구들에게 무슨 일이 있었지?
It may sound like a bit of a yarn, but my friends and I supported the government's plans to rebuild Australia.
짧게.
To defend ourselves against those who had other ideas, we had no choice but to take up arms. It ended up costing most of us our lives. All because of me.
친구가
Commander,
죽었구만.
you've seen what became of them. My mates are the Watchers scattered all over this hill, mixed in with all the enemies we slaughtered. And for what?
아 그래서 그
Deep down,
BT들이
we're all the
많았더군요.
same. Blokes who called this land our home. Was it worth all the struggle,
때려잡았는데
all the
괜찮나?
bloodshed, for the world we shared to be reduced to this? So, I left the military behind. Decided I had to go it alone. I had to figure things out. Were we all just doomed to die and become Watchers? Was that the only way for us to come together? Now fuck that. There was another way. Before it all went to hell, we should have tried to find common ground. And now, with your chiral network, that might finally be feasible. Working with the government too, maybe. For all that and more, I hope you don't let me down.
또 보자.
Righto, Sam. I know you got places to be, but an order just came in that caught my eye. Seems our friends over at the government shelter might be in a bit of strife. If you're willing to look into it, you can review the details by checking the sub-orders on the delivery terminal here. Might be a good occasion to fabricate a sniper rifle with the data I just shared, if you take my meaning. Anyway, think it over, would you?
의뢰. 정찰 장비 회수. 미 제작. 하물 위.
Your service in transporting this cargo is appreciated. The delivery will...
Don't be a stranger, Sam.
가보자. 가보자.
Yeah, this is not.
연결하니까 타임플 없어졌네요.
Trouble nearby.
저기라고. 그냥 때려잡죠. 귀찮. 정찰 장비 회수.
Chiral network coverage.
자, 일단 들어왔으니까 신호 들어갈 수 없고. 아이고. 딱. 다음. 번지. 가져왔어?
God damn, dude.
You've recovered everything then. Great. Let's get it delivered.
해킹. 뭐 있지? 셔츠. 혈액팩. 바로 빚었구나.
Now entering Chiral network coverage.
Steady.
Who calls for comfort?
Good evening, sir.
Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is
Good to see you again.
inside facility grounds.
자, 납품.
Well, well. Retrieved that cargo from those troublemakers, did you? We're all very grateful. Now, let's review the order details.
예,
This cargo, we're giving up all hope of ever seeing.
나봉.
I want you to have this data. It'll help you in
카이랄
your work.
반중력 장치 적재량 높여준다. 조금 맞네.
We've designated more materials for your use. Don't hold back.
어제 들었고요.
Displaying your current porter grade.
We've got our hands on those bastards' gear now. And it's all thanks to you. With this tech, we should have no trouble whatsoever monitoring and tracking their movements from here. Also, something tells me you've earned the Lone Commander's respect. Call it a hunch, giving you more imposing aura. I reckon the Golden Fist and the Island Inventor will be keen to meet with you.
황금 주먹.
He's a combat specialist who used to be stationed at Cape Fort Knot, which was a settlement located to the north of West Fort Knot. Anyway, he was a champion boxer, so he excelled
Boxer.
at close-range engagements, as one would expect. One time, when he heard a group of trigger-happy arseholes were getting ready to attack Cape Fort Knot, he went out alone and took the lot of them down with his bare hands. I'm honestly not sure how he's getting on these days. But if you could bring him into the chiral network, you would gain the support of a powerful ally.
고독한 지휘관이 마음에 든 모양이군.
You're damn right I do. His skills as a soldier and leader were second to none. A marksman like you wouldn't believe. And not just with a rifle either. He once captured an enemy outpost with nothing but his custom handgun for company. If you can find a way to gain his trust, I'm sure he'll have something of value to teach you. But the poor bloke still holds himself responsible for the death of his comrades. Wrongly, in my opinion. The way I see it, if he couldn't save them, then no one could.
섬 발명가? 뭐지?
Strange sort of fella, if I'm being honest. He set up shop on an island he never leaves so he could devote himself to his research. And if you head north from here, past West Fort Knot, you'll come across a lonely island just off the coast. As for this research, I've only met him once myself. And I couldn't make head nor tail of whatever the hell it was he was trying to build. But perhaps you'll have better luck than me if you decide to pay him a visit.
그럼 잘 있어.
This is a chiral anti-gravity device that can be attached to your backpack. Slap it on and your cargo will feel significantly lighter. And the more of them you use, the more noticeable the effect becomes. Any porter ought to appreciate a piece of kit like this. I'm sure you'll be a big fan.
Order completed. Well done.
이거 하나 더 만들어. 백팩, 단중력 장치, 여러 개 달 수 있나 보네요. 소지 없구나. 오케이, 일단 2개. 따봉. 이제 메인키 하면 되나? 여기 가보자.
Tolerably tolerable.
차 좀 탈게요. 트리거 무력화. 펀치. 아야. 다음. 킥.
Safety, Sam. Could pass out at any moment.
아이고 차렸다. 다 뺏겼다고. 잠깐만.
Someone's out there. 펀치. 아, 잡기 싫어. 킥.
그거 된 거야? 아, 여기도. 이 부적파. 이동. 아픔.
You a Porter? Those brigands, are they all gone? Wow, this is a relief. I was beginning to think I was done for. Give me a moment to confirm the order details. Took a few licks, but I'm glad to see you're still in one piece. You seem like a Porter. Go on, use your Cupid to get us online.
자, 연결. 서부 환경 관측소. 장비 데이터. 배틀 스켈레톤. 스켈레톤 낙만. 실버. 그레네이드 피스톨. NPC를 발사하는 휴대용 그레네이드 런처. MP 그레네이드.
Now displaying your current Porter grade.
오케이.
Online at long last. This ought to do wonders for our ability to monitor chiralium levels by the plate gate, as well as keep an eye on the tar currents. More accurate data will definitely make travel safer for you and your friends aboard the DHV Magellan too. Ever since the plate gate appeared, we've been seeing increasingly dramatic anomalies all throughout the Australian continent. Some theorise that the UCA's connection to the chiral network destabilised all areas with our coverage. But what's done is done though. Our best bet is to follow suit and connect Australia too. It may also serve you to know that there are 4 environmental observatories, including this one. If you can bring them all onto the network, we're confident we'll be able to calculate where and when the next plate gate will appear. Anyway, you should already have access to the data we designated for you.
Now, if we could only manage to get that old road patched up and usable.
어떤 데이터를 제공했지?
Well, there's our schematic for an MP shell variant grenade. MP shells explode on impact and are non-lethal munitions that can not only incapacitate humans, but also deal corrosive damage to mechs. And while they're not as effective as blood grenades, they can definitely hurt BTs too. In any case, you might want to keep a few stashed in your grenade pouch at all times. We've also shared data for a grenade pistol. While it's only good for a few shots, this gun lets you fire MP shell grenades as projectiles. Its small profile means it packs easily as cargo and won't get in the way. Naturally, it'll fit snugly into any handgun holster as well. Our last contribution is the battle skeleton. Like other skeletons you may have used, it increases your maximum carrying capacity and movement speed. This particular model also provides additional protection. However, when you boost it to move faster, or whenever you benefit from its damage reduction capabilities, it'll consume battery power, so make sure you have enough to spare. If you find yourself running low while on the road, you'll need to use a generator or borrow a private room somewhere to recharge. You ought to take one out for a spin.
한테 도로가 있었단 말이야.
It once ran through this region. Saw quite a lot of traffic from what I hear. If you scrounged up enough materials to keep the autopaver fed, you could make it just like it was back in the old days. But it's not like we have everything you need just lying around. Restoring roads is a massive undertaking, to put it mildly. Having said all that, east of this facility, you'll find the Smoke Hill mine. Get them operational and processing ores again, and you should have no trouble securing the requisite materials.
I've posted a sub order for this task, so take it on if you're interested.
이만 가봐야겠다.
We can't thank you enough, Sam. Before you go, you've been getting a lot of praise for all your hard work. And in recognition of this, it seems you've been officially cleared to take on standard orders. Between the harsh conditions and the violent outlaws, there are fewer and fewer folks willing to serve as porters these days. But there's no shortage of people who need help. So I encourage you to take a look if you're interested. You can review the available requests by bringing up the list via your ring terminal. You'll find a new sub-order too. We need someone to restore the mine. Bet you could benefit from having it operational as well. Anyway, thanks again for going above and beyond. Best wishes and safe travels to you, my friend.
That's some good work, Sam. The DHV Magellan's parked not too far from your position. You'll be able to pick up your next order on the ship. But before that, you should head back to your room and rest up. I imagine you're both pretty tired. You and Dolman.
Order completed. Well done.
일반 의뢰 평가. 스토리 난이도에선 주거 평가 이루어지지 않는다. 서브 일반. 화물 위임.
Your service in transporting this cargo is appreciated. The delivery will be as...
의뢰 수주. 스켈레톤 만들었고 착용했고 니스먼 증강된 동작 감지기 그런데 MP 탄환 센서 모드 변경 벽구 멀리 보여보자 탄환
Order accepted. Thank you.
Somebody lend me a hand!
그래 난 파손 위험 이거 먼저 갖다 줘야겠네요 지금 타라고? 좀 이따가요. 도로다.
I will always support you.
가죠.
That's the spirit.
뭐지? 파르맨. 어려운 문제군. VR 훈련 제공. 자, 기동 납품.
You make deliveries even at this time of night. That's good of you. Now that's
Legend
a
of
sight
legend.
for sore eyes. Thank you.
조금 오르네.
Your current porter grade.
Sorry to trouble you this late at night. Try not to travel too much in the dark if you can help it.
Order completed. Well done.
또 있다고. 이번에는 안 될 테나? 조금 귀찮네.
Order accepted. Thank you.
We got back again soon with
자, 가보자. 다시 서부 환경 관측소.
Good morning to you. Drawbridge credentials verified.
Security specialist. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility.
아픔.
Oh, hey, it's you. Always looking out for us.
에이,
I certainly can't find anything to complain about. Thanks. I have a feeling this data will be of use to you. Take it, please.
백팩 데이터. 전격 흡수 장치.
We're increasing your allocation of materials. Hope it makes your life easy.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
I've shared data with you for an electric shock absorber you can attach to your backpack. While equipped, it'll reduce the damage you suffer when struck by electrical attacks. Even better, it'll also harness some of the juice to recharge your batteries. Goes without saying, that could come in very handy. Be sure to give it a try sometime.
Order completed. Well done.
됐고,
Please take measures to withstand the
Thank you so much.
저기. 부적.
I will always support you.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Take care, Sam.
아이고. 일단 길은 계속 끊겼군요.
There we go.
저기
Ah, so that's the place, huh?
스모크 휠 채굴장.
Gotta stretch my legs.
이동 복구. 따봉.
The mine's up and running again. Time to inform the staff at the Western Environmental Observatory. Sam, when we first arrived, you may have seen a sign requesting assistance with road restoration. Since we're here, why don't we mine a little? That way we might obtain the necessary materials to finish the job.
채굴? 어떻게 하는 거지? 자, 이제 돌아가죠.
further now.
Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility.
Catastrophic drive the delivery terminal to process your orders and requests.
오고.
Glad you could make it all the way out, Sam. Right then, let's have a look at this order. Did a little restorate?
Now displaying your
이 엑스퍼트 무버.
When operational, the mines can provide us with a steady supply of natural resources. And with raw materials like that at your disposal, you'd have an easier time making deliveries. It's a good reason to restore any other mines you happen to come across further down the road.
다른 채굴장도 있나?
Oh yeah. North of here are some much bigger mines even. Used to be you could find active mines scattered all throughout the continent. Because of the gold rushes, you know. From what I understand, the rail network was pretty extensive before the Death Stranding, and unmanned trains filled to the brim with precious minerals ran day and night. I should mention that we're actually developing a new system that's something of a successor to the old railways. If you head north, you can see it for yourself.
또 보자.
We really appreciate your help with this order. Until next time.
Order completed. Well done.
이거 위험하고.
Your service in transporting this cargo is appreciated. The delivery will be assigned to another porter.
You're one hell of a porter.
자, 저쪽으로 가주자.
I don't know about you, but I'm exhausted. Perhaps we could take a break?
그러면 피곤 느끼나요? 이동. 또 나오네.
Are you all right? You were talking in your sleep. Kept repeating the name Amelie.
Sam, Tarman here. I'd like to brief you on this next order of yours. Once you're ready to head out, access the delivery terminal on the DHV Magellan to proceed.
자, 일단 시작. 아이고, 저 잡으려다. 뭐 개기염낸 게 이렇게 있구나. 됐어. 뭐지? 울도지. 우리의 꿈을 이룰 대망의 첫걸음. 오케이. 일단 씻고.
Hi, Sam.
타르맨. 에이펙. 이거 아수스 같은데. 아수스 로고. 뭐 지원해줬나 보네요. 제 광고가. 올도지. 탄약 케이스에 총알을 더 챙겨다녀. 피터 게이츠. 플레이트 게이트의 출현 원인은 뭘까? 뭐 추가되기 더 있을라나. 아로지가 그거구나. 아수스. 백팩. 예비 탄약 이미지. 후방 보호기. 전격 흡수? 그다. 후방 보호기. 안중자 장치. 자. 레네이드 파우치. 중력 장치. 예비 탄약 파우치. 패치. 다 붙였다. 자, 그럼 잠시만요. 잠시 화장실 따서 여기서 할게요. 잠시만요. 자, 그러면 이어서 해보도록 하죠. 따봉. 뭐? 자, 나가보자. 나 잠시만. 그러면서 말 걸고 그랬나? 그냥 가보자.
My word.
Are you all right, Sam? What was that just now? Did something happen?
Sam, about the next site we wanted you to bring online with the Cupid. It seems we have a little problem. The tar currents nearby have grown unstable. Under these conditions, it's unlikely we'll be able to establish a chiral network connection. Our scans have identified a potential cause. An unknown device located within a brigand outpost to the north of West Fort Knot. It's hardly an elegant solution, but we need you to destroy it. When you're ready, take on this main order to proceed. The client in this case is the musician. I can't wait to hear what he has to share with the network. Don't let us down, Sam.
노래 틀어주네요. 노래 수준.
Hey Sam, this is Tarman. The disruptor device we need you to disable is located in this area. You should have no trouble whatsoever destroying it using MP bullets or MP shells. Alternatively, consider getting close enough to access the device directly. You can use your ring terminal to have APAS hack into it, allowing you to disable it without resorting to brute force. Be advised though, Sam, that some of the brigands you'll encounter on site will be wearing armor protecting both their heads and bodies, and that every one of these armored units will be wielding a rod. No doubt their aim is to fortify themselves against ranged attacks, allowing them to move in and engage you at close quarters. In light of this development, we've gone ahead and added armored enemies to our VR weapons and combat training programs. This way you can experiment with various methods and find a means of dealing with them that's suited to your personal strengths. That's all the information I have for now. Review your potential routes and finalize your equipment loadout before heading out. We're counting on you, Sam.
녹음 기록. 차량용 긴급 충전기. 신속한 뮬 고스트 박스 해킹. 날씨 분석. 날씨 분석 지금 하지 않나? 날씨 분석을 찍자. 찍었고 이것도 찍자. 오케이.
Feels good.
다음 저쪽 그냥 걸어보자. 뚜벅
Please give it your all.
Sam, are you planning on entering enemy territory while carrying all that? With that much cargo on your back, they'll spot you in no time. Why
괜찮.
not stash your backpack and any excess equipment somewhere safe? Take only what you need for now.
Now leaving chiral network coverage.
번지. 번지 킥. 아 되겠다. 기대 드렸고요. 아이 내려와. 아이고. 아이고. 익. 거기 많어. 잘 남았네. 좀만. 있어. 아이씨, 이겼네.
Oh, good job, Sam. You've disabled the target. All right, let's deliver the cargo.
피시아트는 리소트. 이 이 피시아트. 봐봐. 저
So in order to survey an area, I have to rely on a very special power. My strength of will, you might say. The requisite focus can be rather exhausting, but I'm happy to grin and bear it since it's for your sake. So, if you deem it necessary, feel free to send me airborne as many times as you like. It won't use up any battery or chiral crystals either. All it requires is that I place my absolute faith in you. Which I do. So don't hesitate to ask for help.
노래 나오네요. 사요나라 호시노게.
Good day, Sam. Drawbridge credentials verified. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be
오케이,
advised that
기동.
usage is...
버튼.
Hold on. You're with Drawbridge, am I right? Hope the brigands weren't too much trouble. Though you look okay. Glad you can make it. Alright, let's take a look at this cargo of yours.
에이.
Nothing seems to be out of place here. We're all good. I'll definitely have more work for you. I've been waiting a long time for this. Okay, use your Cupid to hook me up.
얘 연결. 오시노겐. 그래서 오시노겐 노래 나왔던 거구나. 음악가. 샷건 MP.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
This is really something. I'm part of the chiral network, which means everyone can finally listen to my songs. And with the music player, you'll be able to set the mood for your adventures. And just like that, the world's gotten so much bigger. Yeah, looks like my weapon data has been shared with everyone too. So about the recording you brought me, it almost sounds like a whale song. But there's something off about it. I'll need more time to figure it out. Anyway, I'll send you updates via the SSS.
무기 데이터를 공유했다고?
Yeah, I got it from a friend who knows all about weapons. This is way back in the day, when I was traveling in search of new music. Well, he said I'd need to protect myself, taught me how to use it and everything. But I never did in the end. Just as well, I'm better with instruments, you know? Apparently this shines when you break it out at close range. Incorporates the latest tech as well, so it ought to pack one hell of a punch. In an ideal world, we wouldn't ever need stuff like this. But I bet it's a necessary evil for you. Do what you gotta.
고래의 노래?
That tar man's the one who recorded it. Said he heard it while he was out tar fishing. Have a listen. Call me crazy, but we might be
이게
dealing
노래?
with something like a whale. Another interesting thing to note, creatures that hear the song make an effort to avoid the source.
there's not much else I can say with confidence. However, give me some time to analyze it, and I might get you some answers.
이곳에서 음악을 만든 건가?
Yep, I can really immerse myself in my work here. Sadly, all the music I've made never gets heard by anyone else. Still, that's about to change. Because of that update I pushed you earlier, the new music player function, remember? In it, you'll find a sample of my work. When you've got the time, be it on the job or relaxing somewhere, why don't you take a listen?
이제 갈게.
Gotta get going, huh? Well, hey, thank you for the help. You know, I've been wondering how those brigands got their hands on that disruptor thing. I'm just saying, they certainly don't have the know-how to build one. It's kind of worrying. Oh yeah, I had another favor I wanted to ask, if that's cool. I lost some cargo near and dear to my heart, even though I tried my best to keep it safe. I've tracked it to this dangerous place. Too dangerous for someone like me. The request's open to anyone willing to accept, but something tells me you'll deliver. Get it? Anyway, if this kind of works up your alley, then take a look at my suborder.
Thank you so much, Sam. I have high hopes for his work, but I suppose we'll have to wait and see what comes of it. As for that strange device, it seems that its effect on the tar currents blocked all chiral communications. So I think it's only fair that we call it a chiral jammer. Anyway, while the currents in the area have settled down somewhat, we've received a number of troubling new reports. For one, a tar eruption was recorded in the direct vicinity of West Fort Knot. A group of figures clad in red and a large unidentified black mass were observed just prior to this eruption as well. Needless to say, the anomalous tar current activity near West Fort Knot may be related to these events. So we can't afford to ignore them and proceed with network expansion. We've got no choice but to investigate and address any cause that may be present on site. The corresponding main order has been added to this delivery terminal. I've got a feeling a difficult fight might be ahead of you, Sam. I strongly advise you to prepare accordingly.
우리의 수주. 배송도 있고. 네, 이거면 될까?
I'll be looking forward to your next visit.
Hey there!
Feel free to stop by anytime you like.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Take care, Sam.
저쪽. 아이고. 자, 뭐 있어?
Dude. Time to shine, Sam.
아, 저건가?
Looks like you have what was requested. All that remains now is to drop it off.
이제 돌아가죠.
Be there in no time. Almost there. Yeah, that's the way.
사다리. 됐지.
Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Visit the delivery terminal to process your orders and requests.
이동. 품.
Hey, Sam, I've been waiting for you. Decided to take on that order, huh? Okay, I'll check out the cargo then.
게임.
Holy crap! You really are a pro.
음악 데이터.
You're always there just when I need you. Allow me to
LW
express my
샷건.
gratitude with this data.
음악 데이터. 미라노 사케비.
Do you have enough materials? Why don't I increase the amount?
Now displaying your current order grade.
You are incredible. And with talents like those, you might even catch their eye. The Tar Lake twins, that is. I went and shared another music sample with you, by the way. If you can, I would love it if you had a listen.
하루세 쌍둥이?
That's right. Or so I've heard. They live on the edge of a tar lake to explore the limits of what a human being can handle. Only interested in meeting exceptional folks capable of pushing said limits. Sadly, nobody has come along that fits the bill. Makes for an interesting story, huh? Which has me wondering, what kind of person would be good enough?
좋아하는 노래?
Yeah, got it from a kindred spirit in the UCA. Stuff that'll hit you right in the Kandha. A classic tune. When you head back to your room, have a listen. For real, you'll be hooked.
그럼 잘 있어.
Again, thank you so much, Sam. It's weird though. How did something I know I'd stored safely end up in a place like that? Anyway, you might want to keep an eye on your own stuff. Take care, and please come back soon.
의뢰 수주. 하르조류. 지금가 신발 하나로 안되고 우측 클릭.
I'll be looking forward to your next visit.
도드의 정체 이럴 수가. 아 저기 훔쳐가기도 하네요. 저 카이라 생명체였나? 뭐지? 이거 다리는 왜 만들어 놓은 거지?
Nearly at our destination.
자, 저쪽으로
See
가보자.
anything suspicious?
Drawbridge credentials verified. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
뭐지? 한 가정 뭐야?
Aren't you a sight for sore eyes? Been a long time, Sam.
Fuck, how you still alive?
Oh, no, I'm just a ghost. Come to take my revenge on you and that bitch Fragile. All the way from the other side. Of course, there's no point in trying to kill you when you won't stay dead. But there are plenty of other ways to make you suffer. Huh? The kid kicked the bucket, huh? Shame. Goddamn shame. So now what, you just lugging that coffin or pod? Going on a walkabout? Well, that's touching. Even if you don't know a goddamn thing about Lou.
What do you say?
Huh? Maybe I can't kill you, you won't die, but you can lose everything you love. And torture yourself for the rest of time, knowing that death will never come for you. So you go on your little walkabout. Go wherever you want, but I will be damned if I let you link up this continent. Not because extinction's my creed, though, no. No, I want to build a world where fear and violence are king. And who do you think will come out on top, Sam? You? With your hippy-dippy network? Or me? With my more rough and tumble methods? I can't wait to find out. Just a good old-fashioned boss fight. Cruelty or collaboration? The eternal choice. Let's put him to the test.
자, 이동. 잠시만요.
What a hit! Cliche, but that one's gotta hurt.
어디 때려야 돼? 아이고,
Are you okay, Sam?
이쪽인가?
Your attacks don't seem to be making a dent. You may want to consider trying a different weapon set.
좋아, 엉덩이 같은데. 저기 때려줘. 괜찮아. 와. 아이고. 샷건을 되나? 샷건.
Nice one. That
샷건이었어.
one seems to have done some damage.
관자 같은데 포기해야 되겠다. 샷건. 흘러. 이것도. 레드 피스톨.
Are you injured, Sam?
아이고.
Sam, I'm afraid that weapon is ineffective against mechs. We'll need to rely on something else instead. Well done, Sam. That last attack of yours seems to have left a mark.
아이고. 샷건. 아이. 안 보여.
That was amazing, Sam. Great work. Now let's get this place on the Cairo network.
No anomalies detected. Welcome, Sam.
자, 기동.
Your name is Sam, isn't it? Oh, we owe you one. What in the hell was that thing anyway? It looked like a machine, but none I've ever seen before. Oh, right. We need to assess the situation. I can tell you gave it your all. We appreciate the help. I hope we can continue to rely on you in the future. This moment's been a long time coming. Please use your Cupid to connect us.
자, 연결. 오케이, 연결하고요. 오케이, 올리비아 웨스트버리. 플로팅 캐리어.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Great. No issues establishing a chiral network connection. By the way, we've sent some folks out to recover the wreckage of that giant mech that attacked us earlier. Only prudent we study it, you know? If we learn anything of value, we'll be sure to relay it to Drawbridge right away. Thanks again for coming to our rescue.
Sam, this is the President. Due to your tireless efforts, West Fort Knot is now part of the chiral network. A great achievement. I salute you. However, this expansion has done little to address the anomalous activity observed across the continent. Elsewhere, disruptions in the tar currents are growing ever more prevalent. Only by connecting all of Australia can we hope to resolve this situation. And by doing so, we will create the optimal conditions for a new Plategate to manifest as well. We are one step closer to making the chiral verse a reality, and ensuring humanity overcomes extinction. The road ahead is still fraught with peril, but I have the utmost faith in your capabilities. For now, though, please take a well-deserved break aboard the DHV Magellan.
Order completed. Well done.
화물 위임.
Your service in transporting this cargo is appreciated. Warning, footwear durability significantly reduced.
Was it really Higgs?
X.
He's alive.
He called himself a ghost, but
He found a way back from the beach just so he could kill us.
it was definitely his voice I heard. I didn't get a good look at his face, but yeah. He said he came back to get revenge on you and me. Screwing with our plans to link up Australia was just another way to do that.
They were all in red. Just like the ones at your place. That could have been him too.
You think that was Higgs? Did you see him hurt Lou?
I'm not sure.
Fragile, I need you to remember.
I only caught a glimpse. But they were all wearing red. had him at my mercy on Amelie's beach. If I'd only finished him off, none of this would have happened.
그때 안 죽였군요. 전작 있어.
No. You can't blame yourself. You know, something's been bugging me. Something he said. You don't know a goddamn thing about Lou. It hit me after. He's absolutely right. I mean, the kid's whole life is a total mystery to me. So I gotta ask. Can you look into Lou's past? Find out what you can? Charlie, you, the ship's crew, you all have connections within the UCA, right? And at least one of you has to have access to the UCA archives that were recovered by the chiral network.
All right, Sam. Let's see what we can find on Lou.
저 뭐라 해야지? 저게 레이저의 감정 다 나타나네요. 저게 목도리인가?
Really,
Torment.
Sam? There's such a thing as too tight. Oh, that must have been quite the nightmare. I can't feel my legs.
Lou.
Sam, this is Tarman. Feeling refreshed, I hope? Thanks to all your hard graft, the DHV Magellan can get around a lot more freely now. More specifically, we can travel between any two facilities that are connected to the
제가
chiral
따뜻할 수
network
있군요.
by way of
미
the
연결한
tar
곳은.
currents. Naturally, this includes Mexico as well.
멕시코까지.
If you're curious about how the folks in the places you visited are getting on, you can catch up on any recent developments by accessing the corpus via your ring terminal. And to have the Magellan travel to a given facility, simply open the map with your ring terminal and chart a course to your destination.
벤자민 리베라. 오케이. 한지포터 배송 체계.
That's right, just sleep.
빗방울이 하트는 같은 모양이 있네요. 샤워만 하고 이번에도 온수 샤워. 뭐지? 브레이크가 빠졌나? 깨끗. 돌맨.
So, The files say you worked with Amelie to connect everyone in the UCA to the chiral network. But that despite your best efforts, an extinction event known as the Last Stranding seemed destined to kill us all. Until Amelie found a way to put a stop to it. She single-handedly sealed off the extinction entity's beach, preventing countless BTs from invading our world, and in doing so, saved humanity. But why am I telling you this? You were there to witness it all with your own 2 eyes. And you, of all people, must know that humanity can never truly escape extinction. The ultimate goal of Drawbridge's mission is to overcome the Death Stranding. If we succeed, we will be fulfilling Amelie's dying wish. At least that's how I see it. Sam, is that Horizon Dreamer I spy in your music collection? That's one of Daiichi Miura's best songs. I'd love to hear it again, to listen and remember my family. You know, I've been thinking about what happened to Lou. Fragile holds herself personally responsible for those tragic events. If Higgs was indeed behind the attack, then I can understand why she feels that way. Why she blames herself for setting everything in motion. But she's resolved not to let any of it show. To bottle it up and put on a brave face. She didn't used to smoke before, did she? I suspect it's a form of self-punishment she's adopted. Vengeance gives rise to a cycle of violence, and Higgs wouldn't have it any other way.
담배 피는 게
But she's
일종의
committed to helping you
자학이라고요?
complete this journey together with Lou, to get you back on your feet. And if she believes she has to bury her emotions and play the part of a hard-nosed commander to do that, she will. That's what I think anyway. I'm sure you can understand her position.
끝이야? 더 있는데.
That masked man. That was Higgs, wasn't it? I had no idea he commanded such terrible powers. To summon a giant mech single-handedly. I expect he's behind recent disruptions to the tar currents too. Well, you don't have to face him alone, Sam. You have me for backup.
어떡해요?
Sam, the brigands object to virtually all forms of change. Which begs the question of how they managed to get their hands on that disruptor device, or chiral jammer, doesn't it? Sam, apparently you can create your own custom playlist for the music player. If you have any recommendations, I'm all ears, Sam. Ah, yes. The weapons they were wielding
이따
were
뮤직 플레이어도
impressive, and the
뮤직
brigands
플레이 한번
themselves
확인해보자.
were a tough, imposing bunch. You know, Sam, you can have me scout ahead if it would make your life easier. Just toss me into the middle of their camp, and I can give you a better picture of what to expect. It's not very sophisticated, but it works. Just promise you won't throw me anywhere weird.
이상한 장소.
Ah, yes. When the first APAC expedition came to Australia, the brigands saw them as invaders and rejected their overtures. They were unwilling to embrace the change that the chiral network could bring to their world. While their motives differ, I'm reminded of the Luddite movement and their violent opposition to new technologies. Brigands seem committed to not killing their enemies, at least. If only they had channeled their energies into a constructive dialogue with us. Ah, yes. Those wandering BTs we encountered, I believe people call them Watchers. A fitting name given their behavior. The way they seem to be eyeing us with such disconcerting intensity. Oof. They can't see everything, though. No, they've definitely got some blind spots. Meaning, you might be able to avoid combat by evading detection and sneaking past unnoticed. Nothing like a warm shower after a hard day's labor, am I right, Sam? I don't really have anything else to say right now.
뮤직 플레이어 어디서 바꾸나? 링 단말기에서 바꾸나? 항로 설정. 아, 여기구나. 뮤직 플레이어. 뮤직 플레이어. 오. 그럼 들어볼까? 뭐지? 나가볼까요? 또 과거가.
If you refuse, there will be severe repercussions. But what makes you think you have a choice?
Sam, it's Charlie. Another request is ready for you. You'll find it listed as a main order on the DHV Magellan's delivery terminal.
잠시만요. 시도 때도 없이 나오네. 하지만.
So you know, Sam, Fragile is currently looking into Lou. Meanwhile, Tarman is conducting a separate investigation into the giant mech that attacked you earlier. For now, we would like you to focus on extending the network. That is a task only you can handle. As the network grows in size, we will have much more information at our disposal to further our efforts. That said, you won't be able to proceed until the situation at West Fort Knott has been resolved. It appears that they're in dire need of additional supplies, to the point that they don't even have enough to prepare cargo for your next destination. This next order is intended to alleviate the situation. You're to restore the mine north of F1 and its monorail station to working order and link up West Fort Knott. After which, you'll deliver a large quantity of excavated materials from the mine to the settlement by rail. As this is a somewhat complicated order, I'll brief you on the details as you review the map. Anyway, I'd appreciate it if you could make this main order your top priority.
자, 의뢰 수주. 모노레일 복구하고 특수학금 4,800개 배송.
All right, Sam. You'll need to work through several steps to complete this order. To begin with, collect the cache of materials waiting for you on the DHV Magellan. Take these to the mine north of F1. The location has been marked for you on your map. And when you arrive there, submit the materials using the terminal on site. This will allow you to restore the facility to working order. Next, access the terminal again to commence mining operations. If all goes well, a large quantity of materials should be extracted. You'll then need to deliver those materials to West Fort Knott. Consider making use of the monorail located at the mine to make life easier. Upon your arrival at F1, use the delivery terminal to submit all the materials for processing and to finally complete the order. That's all there is to it. So begin plotting your route to the mine north of F1.
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized.
On this occasion, you'll be delivering some heavy materials. You can use a tri-cruiser to transport them. Alternatively, floating carriers can now be fabricated. These carriers are ideal for taking heavy cargo across terrain ill-suited to vehicles. If that sounds good to you, try fabricating one and loading the materials onto it. And when you're not using the carrier for cargo, you can hop aboard and kick the ground and use it as a makeshift skateboard. Just remember that floating carriers require chiral crystals to function, so keep a supply on hand.
차량 제작 내고 드라이크루저 적재 얘는 심어줘야겠구만. 출발. 올리비아 웨스트버리 정말 이상한 거대 문화였어요. 문어. 누가 따라온대요. 옷이 좀 뭔데? 어디 어디가? 아 됐다. 그리고 많구만.
So that's the place, huh?
북부 최고의장.
Good morning to you. Drawbridge credentials verified. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Cairo decontamination in progress. No anomalies detected. Welcome, Sam.
이동. 북부. 뭐지?
Well done, Sam. I've never seen a working monorail before. Think of all the stuff it could carry. All right then, why don't we extract some materials?
최고의장.
Please submit materials.
채굴.
Very good, Sam. Now all you have to do is load the extracted materials onto the monorail for transport. Let's begin by accessing that delivery terminal.
노레일 사용. 화물 적재. 차량 적재. 모노레일 승차. 출발. 이게 매달려가네요.
You'd better hold on tight if you want to stay safe.
누가 좋아요. 맞은편에서도 시간이 좀 걸리네요. 웨스트포트 노트 다시 왔고 자, 보여볼까요?
Transported by the monorail has been placed in your private locker. The cargo can be delivered via the terminal.
오.
Did you actually manage to restore the monorail? Awesome. With it back up and running, you'll be able to transport materials from the mines. Right. Sorry. Let's take a look at these materials you brought. Would you look at all this? I think it's safe to say we'll have nothing to worry about for a while.
차량 데이터 픽업 오프로더.
We've made some great strides in our research thanks
차량
to you.
배터리 유닛.
If it's all right, we'd like you to have this. Just wanted to let you know that we're increasing the amount of materials you can withdraw.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
오케이. 엑스퍼트 무버 레벨 2.
Oh, here's a little something extra as thanks. I got them just for you. Figured they'd suit your style. They sure weren't easy to come by. A real collector's item, I hear.
오전. 선글라스. 장비 데이터. 젠틀 몬스터. 이렇게 되나? 광고 아닌가요?
We really appreciate your help. At the risk of stating the obvious, it's going to take an awful lot of resources to restore the other roads and monorails to working order. But at least with this monorail operational, you can bring us large shipments of materials with relatively minimal effort. That's going to go a long way towards getting other sections up and running again. We can fabricate pickup off-roaders now, by the way. I'm pretty fond of them myself.
픽업 오프로더?
It's a large four-wheel drive vehicle, boasts significant cargo carrying capacity for the hard-working porter. The driver's seat is in an elevated position and exposed by design. This allows the driver to survey their surroundings more easily and engage enemies with small arms if necessary. You can customize it quite a bit too, attach all kinds of different parts as you like. That said, a lot of parts are still in development, but you'll receive their data as soon as it's ready. The schematics for this vehicle have already been shared with everyone on the chiral network, which means that we can look forward to other people drafting even more new parts.
다른 모델의 노선도 있어?
Sure. The monorail network was extensive and once stretched across a good chunk of Australia's coastline. But repeated exposure to timefall has seen it degrade significantly. And with the constant threat of BTs and armed groups, it's not been possible to repair the damage. If you happen to come across a track layer, be sure to feed it any materials you can spare. Even a small contribution will make a difference. Anyway, just something to think about.
좋아, 다음에 보자.
We're so grateful for the assistance, Sam. You've been a ray of sunshine on a cloudy day.
You managed to save the day, Sam. The people here now have more than enough supplies for their needs. They should be able to prepare cargo for the next delivery too. But first, I have some information to share with you. About Lou. Return to the DHV Magellan so we can talk.
Order completed. Well done.
일반어를 했구나. 드라이빙 룩. 일어나고.
There are organisms in this area that I don't believe I've ever laid eyes on before. My understanding is that they're called
이제
chiral
보스랑
creatures,
차량
and they
모든 거
come in all shapes and
보네요.
sizes.
저번처럼
Apparently, they will drain your
메인
batteries if
스토리
you come into
진행하면
contact
진행할수록
with them.
뭔가 피규어 같은 게
There
늘어나고.
may be other deleterious effects for all we know. And really, you shouldn't be bothering them anyway. There's nothing to be gained from it. It's not like they drop coins when defeated.
코인?
Feeling well rested after some quality shut-eye?
자, 샤워. 온수 샤워. 올리비아 웨스트버리 오늘의 냉체계. 크립토 바이오트. 냠냠. 자, 그러면 오늘은 여기까지 하도록 하겠습니다. 재밌었고요. 오늘은 호주 좀 더 연결을 했고, 호시노겐 호시노겐 만나봤네요. 아무튼 다음에도 이어서 해보도록 하죠.